So I just have a question. We've been at this for 15 months now in oversight. I know this is your first time here, but do you think Chairman Comer has proven that Joe Biden has committed a high crime and misdemeanor?
I believe with all the evidence he's gathered, yes, he's proven that Joe Biden has committed high crimes and misdemeanors.
Okay, and so I assume you believe Joe Biden should be impeached.
Well, that's up to you guys.
But do you believe he should be impeached? It's yes or no.
Do I personally believe
you.
Under constitutional...
No. You personally, do you believe he should be impeached?
I do.
Okay, and you believe that because you believe Chairman Comer has proven that he committed a high crime and misdemeanor?
No, because I know that he committed high crimes and misdemeanors.
Okay.
I was involved and saw them happen.
Did you witness the president commit a crime? Is it your testimony today?
Yes.
And what crime have you witnessed?
How much time do I have to go through it?
It is simple. You name the crime. Did you watch him steal something?
Corruption statutes, RICO and conspiracy.
What is it? What is the crime, sir? Specifically.
You asked me to answer the question. I answered the question.
No.
RICO, you're obviously not familiar with. Corruption statutes.
Excuse me, sir. RICO is not a crime. It is a category. What is the crime?
It's a category of crimes that you're then charged
You
under
have charges.
A long 100
You
list
have
of
charges. Sir, please
want me to name the exact statute under RICO?
Yes.
Well, it's funny. In this committee room, everyone's not here. There's over 18
All right, sir, I reclaim my
lawyers
time.
that went to law school.
I reclaim my time.
Anyone revisit that? Did he give a specific answer of the crime, Mel?
He didn't. He wasn't able to answer that specifically, which is something that Democrats are seizing on to point out that even some of the Republicans' own witnesses can't articulate exactly what crime Biden committed.
Yeah. No, that would be certainly helpful.
I'll sum it up. I assume you believe he should be impeached, but my point is that the chairman has not yet moved for that. And so, look, Chairman, we got like 3.5 minutes here. I mean, let's just do the impeachment. I mean, why continue to waste millions of dollars of the taxpayers' money if we're going to impeach because you believe you've shown he's committed a high crime and misdemeanor? What are you waiting on? Let's just do it. I mean, by the way, we got Chairman Jordan here also, the double chairman. Why aren't you guys calling for the vote in your committee? When is it going to happen? When can we tell the American people you're going to stop wasting their money and just call for the vote on impeachment?
Gentlemen, yield?
Sure.
We don't do snap impeachments like you guys. We actually do the facts. We do oversight according to the Constitution.
You're never going to call for it. You're never going to call for it. I mean,
now you can predict. You can predict the future. How do you know?
You guys only have 6 more months probably in power, right, until the election. So are you going to do it in 2 months? Are you going to do it in 3 months? Like, tell the American people.
Does the Constitution put a time limit on oversight? I didn't read that in the Constitution.
If you believe you can't call for the impeachment now, then what you're admitting is you haven't yet proven that he's committed a high crime and misdemeanor. You haven't proven it yet. Otherwise, you would call for it, I assume.
We're doing our work.
Okay, so they haven't proven it, right? They haven't proven he committed a high crime and misdemeanor. Otherwise, we would call for impeachment. So look, the chairman knows me well. I mean, I'm just here to help him, right? And so I just think we should do it today. Let's just call for it. I'll make the motion, Mr. Chairman. I want to help you out. You can second it, right? Like, make the motion to impeach President Biden. Go ahead. It's your turn. You second it. No, nothing. Okay, we got nothing.
And there it is. Jared Moskowitz himself offering to get the impeachment of Joe Biden started himself because he's that certain that Republicans never actually intended to move forward with this impeachment, considering the whole point of it was always solely to perpetuate a narrative that Biden did something wrong. Now, to be clear, he didn't, and if you need proof of that, consider the fact that Republicans have now been investigating him for 15 months. Don't you think that if they actually had a modicum of proof, a scintilla of evidence that Biden did something wrong, that they would have moved to impeach him by now? Don't you think, given how much they hate the guy, that they would jump at the opportunity to do exactly that if they could? And so in the absence of any impeachment vote, what does that tell you? It is clear that there is no basis for impeachment, just as there was never any basis even for impeachment inquiry. But I've said it before and I'll say it again, this was never about the facts. Look, They know that they can't convince Americans that Donald Trump's hands are clean, and so their next best option was to convince everyone that Joe Biden's were dirty. That way it kind of cancels out Trump's illicit behavior, and then Trump and Biden would be on the same footing, since purportedly they would both be just as corrupt. It's all just a scheme to manipulate Americans for their own partisan benefit, which, if you're familiar with today's Republican Party, is quite literally all they're capable of doing.